What's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. We've got a whole new roundup of hot money saving deals from Batman Arkham Knight to Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. And as always, some of these deals require Xbox Live Gold and others are available through Xbox Game Pass. So let's get to it. Grab the stunning finale to Rocksteady's amazing Batman trilogy and its season pass this week in the first deal we're looking at. Even if you've already played all 15 plus hours of its villain stuff campaign before, this is worth it for the sheer amount of new stuff the season pass brings to the table. There are new vehicles such as the intimidating Tumbler from The Dark Knight and the classic 1960s Batmobile that was probably also super intimidating at the time. There are new skins for Batman, Robin and Catwoman 2, of which Batman's first appearance skin from his 1939 comics debut has got to be my personal favourite. This was when Batman wore cotton. And there's a bunch of fresh challenges for Combat, Predator and Batmobile modes, so you've got even more content to keep you occupied. But if it's additional story you're after, several new mini campaigns let you play the roles of Batgirl, Red Hood and Harley Quinn. This is as much Arkham Knight as you can possibly handle. In Cities Skylines, you are the architect of your very own city, and you can build it from the ground up, with skyscrapers and bridges and everything you usually associate with any thriving metropolis. But you're not just the architect. Once you've chosen the layout and erected your buildings, you can then play as the mayor and decide policies on education, crime prevention and healthcare. That's a lot of responsibilities, and cities have lots of people in them, and every single one of them can get really mad at you for messing up. After that, you can then adopt the role of financial genius as you manage your city's economy. You can even be a transport minister and ease congestion in your city with new ways to get around, like buses and trains. So many jobs, so little time. Honestly, if you want something done in Cities Skylines, you have to do it yourself. Dante brings the pain in this incredible reboot of the classic hack and slasher. What you need to know about this game is that Dante can call upon both dark and light abilities at will, transforming his Rebellion sword on the fly to dramatically boost his combat skills and unlock awesome new ways of getting around. That's what you would expect from the child of both an angel and a demon after all. Our Dante's got a bit of a split personality. The definitive edition of this ace actioner throws in a load of extras to sweeten the deal, like Bloody Palace mode, which lets you mow down enemies in increasingly challenging waves. You can also rock bold new weapons made from gold, or bone if you're feeling a little bit evil. There are also fresh skins to choose from, such as classic Dante complete with iconic red leather jacket and bleach white hair, Dark Dante and Neo Dante. If you'd rather experience a whole different character completely, a story expansion featuring his twin bro, Virgil, showcases a brand new chapter of the Devil May Cry adventure. He's got different moves and combos, but the same Devil May Care attitude. You've got so much to see and do in the definitive version of Dragon Age Inquisition that by the time you've finished everything, the next one will probably be out. You've got lengthy add-ons like the Jaws of Hakon, where you'll explore an ancient fortress to find its deepest dangerous secret, the Descent in which you'll battle bloodthirsty new foes deep underground, and Trespasser, which follows on immediately from the main game's climax. Speaking of which, even if you just stick to the base game alone, you've got more than enough to occupy you. It's all about creating your character and leading a team through a beautiful open world as you fight fearsome enemies, make tough choices, and customize yourself with all manner of fetching gear. To be honest, any game that gives you an upgradable base automatically gets in my good books. It's a home away from home. This week, you can pick up a deal that's the best thing since sliced bread. Iron Bread is the cult role-playing adventure where you control a slice of the finest collection of carbohydrates as you navigate a world rich in hazards. Hazards like sinks to fall into, burning hobs, and rogue bowling balls. All an absolute nightmare for bread. And it's not just a thick slice of Hovis that you'll get your hands on, but bagels for speedruns, Revita's intense sections where you have to try not to break apart, and rock hard baguettes where you relieve stress and smash everything in sight. And this game costs you about as much as an actual slice of bread, and it will last you way longer, so there's no excuse not to sink your teeth into it. If for some reason you've got a real hankering to see some of the most detailed gore on all of Xbox, the Xbox One X Enhanced Killing Floor 2 is right up your blood-soaked alley. The red stuff looks stunning, and the physics-enabled guts fly when you carve up the hordes of Zeds streaming towards your face in Killing Floor 2's frantic arena co-op. For me, this is one of the games that you need to make sure you stream on Mixer, because viewers can actually affect the game. They can do things like heal people, or, if they're feeling a bit naughtier, spawn a load of flesh pounds, all whilst you're playing the game. It's one of the best examples of Mixer integration that you'll find on Xbox. There's also Xbox One exclusives in the Liquid Nitrogen Freeze Thrower and the Wasteland Armor, so Xbox owners are really given stuff to love here. Prepare yourself for the upcoming Warhammer Vermintide 2 by picking up the original at a reduced price. It's a 4-player co-op shooter where you mow through hundreds upon hundreds of ratty enemies known as the Skaven, who any Warhammer fan will know and fear. There's safety in numbers, which is why there's drop-in and drop-out multiplayer and a complement of AI bots ready and willing to fill in the boots of any players who suddenly had to leave the match because they got too scared. The Skaven aren't just a mindless horde. Individuals will vault up buildings and leap vast distances, and there are elite members to watch out for. And every so often, the entire team will have to combine forces and take out a towering foe. Thankfully, there are 5 classes to pick from and hundreds of weapons to help you, including swords, daggers, axes, hammers, bows, guns, and magical staves. They say you're never more than 10 feet away from a rat, but in this game, that's being generous. 2014's Game of the Year is now 2018's Deal of the Week. Well, one of 8 deals of the week anyway. It was a no-brainer including it because not only do you get an epic Lord of the Rings adventure about taking on Sauron's forces across an open-world Mordor, but all of its DLC too. DLC like Guardians of the Flaming Eye, where you bash up some elite foes in front of the Black Gate. A series of 4 challenge modes testing power, speed, smarts, and the dauntingly named Endless Challenge. A fresh story mission about hunting wild beasts of Mordor to earn unique runes, and finally the Bright Lord story mission in which you play as Elf Celebrimbor. Play through all of that while building your skills and unlock perks like the ability to ride mounts and murder multiple foes at once, and Sauron won't know what hit him. So there we have it, those are the deals of the week on Xbox. Do make sure to let us know what you think down in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new so you never miss out on another video, and smash that like button if that's what you're into, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!